like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, and this is my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11 episode. I don't know, episode. I don't know. I ain't write down the episode, y'all. But this episode that came on tonight. Well, yesterday, because y'all gonna see this on Monday because it's currently 2:48 in the morning. My background is gonna be messy until after Christmas because it's gifts galore that I have. Just like gifts. Wait. Gifts. You know, that's just, bruh. Even that little bag right there, that's bad. So excuse until after Christmas. I'm gonna have to just have stuff. I have stuff even here. Just gifts every goddamn gonna wear it. But I'm like, her background looks so messy recently. Christmas gifts, been shopping. Yep, got a scarf on my head because it's damn 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired. And I'm like, they're going to get this realness tonight. Okay? But I hope everybody had a great weekend. And that everyone's getting ready for the Christmas holiday. Just kind of celebrate with your family, whatever. And all that stuff, okay? It's going to be a great week. We're going to have a great week, y'all. We're going to have a great week. I'm saying it now, okay? If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Hello to all my Jaybirds. I love you all. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To always hit that notification bell to let you know when I have new videos. And do not forget to shop my Teespring merchandise. The link is below. You should be able to see the stuff below this video. The Girl the Fuck Bath shirts are available. Shirts, hoodies, it's all, mugs, all that stuff. Go ahead and shop it, okay? Okay? We got Jaybird hoodies. We got, Be Fierce, Amazing, Talented t-shirts, all that stuff. Get it, girl, or get it, guy. Anyway, so tonight's episode was good. I like the new balance of the new ladies. I like the new balance of it ain't a whole bunch of, shade here, shade there, shade everywhere, where nobody's getting no kind of tan at all. I like it. Everyone, even though everyone may not be getting along, because it's not crazy. Like, the show is flowing the right way. We see it starts off with Cynthia, who was at home, and she's cutting up some little strawberries or whatever, and we see some manly feet coming down. I'm like, oh, is we gonna finally meet, Mike Hill? Like, is he finally on the show? No, it was her baby daddy, Leon. Leon comes from downstairs. How you sleep? I could have got some more rest. I'm like, don't y'all try to play that. He's in town because Noelle is going off to college. She wants to like a dentist or whatever, so she's going to, was it Morehouse? What are the HBCUs? That she's going to. So, Leon is there to spend some more time with Noelle because she's leaving like in a couple days or a week or so. So he's there to spend time with her. So, Cynthia brings up how her and Leon are like siblings, like that's like her brother. I'm like, girl, I don't recall ever anybody want to have sex with their brother. Well, you know what? Game of Thrones, Cersei, Jamie. It's nasty. Anyway, but they like brother and sister now. So, ain't nothing up between them two. And it's easy for her to talk to him about stuff. And it's easy for him to talk to her about stuff. Because she brings up how, she's with Mike now. I'm like, girl, we don't really care. We ain't seen them yet. Like, I know they're in a whole full-fledged relationship. But I'm like, I need to kind of just see him a little bit more. But I'm like, he live in L.A. I know Candy was on something this week. And when they asked her about, Cynthia's new man, she said, well, they doing good or whatever. They fly back and forth to each other like every other weekend. So it's a real deal, Holyfield, long distance relationship where they both fly back and forth to see each other. So I'm guessing, hopefully we'll see him later on in the season. And they kind of just chit-chatting or whatever, because Cynthia want Noelle to do whatever Noelle wants to do. Whereas Leon want Noelle to have like a real life first time college experience, not, a whole bunch of extra bullshit or whatever. And he like, she just needs to live, like, she don't need to take her car with her. She don't need to get an apartment. She should live in a dorm and, have to walk to class like the other kids or whatever. Like, she should just have a regular experience. So we do see them, all go to lunch a little bit later, whatever. It was him, Cynthia, and Noelle. Cynthia is a mother bird. She's a mother hen. She's a helicopter mom a little bit, because she all want to shake Noelle's drink up for her. You know what I'm saying? She all hugging on it. I'm like, girl, Noelle is like 19. Let that girl go. Like, I'm like, come on, not too much, too little, too late. Did I scratch my whole leg? I scratched my whole leg, y'all. I'm like, why do I feel like a whole little thing? I guess I be scratching myself when I don't realize it. Lord Jesus, you ever wake up with like just scratch? I don't know. I be scratching my leg, and I just felt I'm looking like it hurts a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I just be interrupting myself, talking about weird stuff out the blue, but she just like she babies Noelle, and she brought up how Leon is different. Like Leon, like if he say no, it means no, whereas if Cynthia say no, it means maybe, and she like, well, I want to kind of live in an apartment because the dorms cost about $5,000 per semester, and that's just around the same amount it would cost me to get an apartment. And they're like, well, how far is the apartment? Well, Leon said, well, how far is the apartment from the school? Oh, what's about 10 minutes either? With 10 minutes walking or 10 minutes driving? Because it's different. A 10-minute drive ain't no 10-minute walk. And a 10-minute walk ain't no 10-minute drive. So she was like, he said, see, I can tell by your face one that you don't know. I said, well, calm down, Leon. It's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to get all into that. Anyway, Noelle, she wants to be in an apartment. And she's like, well, I want, whatever she wants to have. And Leon kind of like, no, you don't need to be there or whatever. You need to be in the dark. You don't need no car. But I can get a Vespa. I'm like, Lord Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Noelle does bring up how everyone has a different college experience. And she says the people have came to her and, describe different stuff. And she says that she don't know kind of what to expect because because everybody thinks different. And so she says she's excited to see what her experience will be. And I'm like, I'm saying that's kind of great. We see Ronnie and Shamari meeting with Todd and Candy. I'm not sure why Shamari's saying that she wanted a strawberry margarita. I'm like, we don't need you singing every time we see you, girl. You don't. Who did that? Real Housewives of Potomac. That's how Candace was. Don't be no Candace because we don't like Candace. We do not like Candace, girl. Don't do it. Don't be singing in the background. We don't need that. Not at all. Anyway, they get there, whatever. They sit around chit chatting, and we do realize, Todd with the bullshit. The two couples have things in common simply because people kind of probably now look at them both as sexual couples who do extra things. With Shamari admitting that her and Ronnie had a whole open relationship, and with Candy and Todd admitting in the past they've had a threesome before. So they have that kind of in common. And Candy do bring up how, I said I had one threesome, with my husband, and now they act like I'm the whole lesbian of the group. So, I see how you can feel like you're labeled, you're now the open marriage girl or whatever, and that may not be what it is now. And I'm like, girl, don't do it. So Shamari bring up how she never thought, that she would be all wrapped up and all, infatuated with the female so hard, mainly because she loves her. If my fan loud, y'all, I'm like, it's loud and I'm sitting right next to it. But, she brings up how she never thought that she would be, again, wrapped up in some female because how much she loved her husband, but she was. And Ronnie bring up, like, that's what put a whole strain on our marriage. The fact that she got so invested. You know what I'm saying? I think Todd said, so like you wasn't really like out there like, getting caught up with the females. He said, I was just out there, doing things, whatever, but I wasn't really, investing myself in being in a relationship with them. And I'm like, well, when you have there are different kind of open marriages and open relationships to where, sometimes you do have these whole full-fledged relationships. And I guess Shamari just went times 10 with that, and Ronnie wasn't ready for it. Candy bring up how she remember back in the day, thinking that Shamara was just cheating on Ronnie because she's like, I didn't think they had an open marriage because I guess it was kind of open knowledge that she was out here doing some things for some change or whatnot. And Kim, like, I thought she was just cheating on him. I didn't know they had a whole open marriage, and she was laughing. And I mean, I guess that can happen because you were like, well, damn, that's his wife. But I just seen her in the club with old girl kissing and hugging and kissing. So, girl, she cheating. But I ain't gonna say shit because I don't know them people like that. So, Shamari bring up how she had actually ran into a girl that Ronnie was kicking it with. And so she's like, I suggested that we just have a threesome, but it never happened. I'm like, girl, you want to bust it down? Who wants to bust down a chick your husband fucking? I'm like, I mean, well, I guess that's the whole point of a threesome, but I don't want to have a threesome with a girl my husband was already fucking. But this just it's taking too much. I told y'all I'm not a sharer. I don't like sharing my food, my money, or my man. Point blank to the period. Okay, Ronnie brings up, you know what I'm saying, like it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, but they've moved on past the bullshit. Candy brings up how, well, yeah, things are gonna go on different or whatever. I had a whole meeting with the girls. Then the last conversation I had with Portia didn't go so well because, she found out that I said this and a whole bunch of bullshit in the rigmarole. And at the end of the day, she said, well, I know it's gonna come up later. So she was, just conversation. But I can say I liked, seeing Kenny and Ty. I like how they're couples on the show now. But before it was always somebody was single, somebody was kind of married, with all these issues. So like to see the women being able to meet up and have lunch within themselves, but then still have the husbands meet up, it's giving me this great feels. I like how it's going so far. But it was cute to see them all meet, and I like how it makes the men build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the husbands are hanging out because the wives are hanging out. Like, I can see Todd and Ronnie hanging out at the house, having a cigar, drinking some beer, and chit-chatting about little bullshit or whatever. Let Todd bring the bullshit. So, yeah. Nene was at Tanya's house. Look, I don't care about Tanya yet. I don't get a feel for her yet. And it's not that I don't like her. I'm just like, I guess it's her. I don't know. It's something about it I don't get. And I don't know if I like it or not yet. But she meets up at Tanya's house. It's basically for us to see that Tanya's house is beautiful. To see her closet. She has a whole secret closet too. And Nene said, well, I thought her closet would be bigger. Well, I mean, it was a nice size nonetheless. Anyway, she's like, well, how did everybody feel about me at your party last time? Like, what did they say? And he said, they all said great things. They all said they liked you. I mean, Marlo don't, but whatever. We found out that she has been engaged to the same man for 3 years. They have been engaged for 3 years. They have been together for a total of, I think she said 7 years. They've been together a total of 7, engaged for 3. And people keep asking, like, why we haven't got, we're like, are we going to forever be engaged? Like, why wait so long? She said, we just have so much going on. We're building these businesses. And so we, just haven't had time to stop and plan it. And she's like, but I keep thinking I need to stop and hurry up and get married. And then he said, no, you don't. Like, don't base your stuff on nobody else's time, okay? If y'all want to wait a long time to get married, that's fine. I mean, I don't think anybody should rush anything, but I do think if y'all been together for a total of 7 years and he proposed and y'all been engaged for 3 and everything's going good, why not get married? Like, I don't think have the fucking wedding. Like, I think it's one thing to say that when you've been engaged for a year. Oh, we only been engaged for a year. Because you can take a year or two to even save the money to have a big, great wedding. But 3, you was together for 4, then got engaged and it's been another 3. And y'all clearly have money. Clearly y'all have money. So I'm like, what is the hold up on the wedding? But girl, I don't know. And Nene invite her because Nene's having a couples party with a Greg wants to throw a couples party. So they're throwing it together and she's inviting Tanya. I'm like, okay. We see Portia and Candy meet up for lunch. And I was happy this finally happened. Even though it wasn't like a whole knockdown, drag them out conversation or discussion or even fight or whatever. But they were able to both get their points across. Okay, I said this, you said that, I see you, you see me, we see each other. But you know what I'm saying, Portia on the way there was kind of being a little bit shady because she's on the phone she's probably talking to Lauren, saying how Candy must think it's weird for a man to buy gifts because she's so used to her buying men gifts. And I was like, Portia, girl, look. Well, I'm not gonna go there because she's a whole pregnant woman now. She got a whole whatever. But I hate when someone throws shade about, you know what I'm saying, somebody being kept when you used to be kept. Don't matter. It don't matter who doing the capping anyway. Anyway, but the shade of it all. Candy bring up how she just felt like they need to meet one on one and have a conversation. So, Portia says how, you know what I'm saying, no one should care what Dennis does, what he has on his body, like that should be nobody's concern. You know what I'm saying? She said if a man like to tattoo a woman's name on his body to get her to like him, if that's what he fancies, you know what I'm saying, that's on him or whatever. If that's how he shows his love, you know what I'm saying, I don't care. And Kenny said, well, that's fine. She said, but sometimes, we need to know things in order to protect ourselves. Like in the beginning, you do sometimes hip your girl, you know what I'm saying, to things dudes do, just so that you can be aware of certain things and you may look out for certain things that you don't fall too fast. Okay, that's all I was saying. And Candy was saying it as if I wasn't trying to be shady. I knew something and I wasn't on the best of terms with you, so I asked our friends, like, what should I do? And well, it's still, but still, you went and talked about it to whoever else. Okay, so they said that, you know what I'm saying? But Kings, when people try to give you a heads up, Portia said, you know what I'm saying, I'm not asking any questions about Dennis at all. I'm not asking about nothing about him. Kenny said, well, okay, well, I'm not going to offer up any information about him. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted you to be careful. That's all I was trying to do. And I do feel like Candy in that moment was being more sincere than Portia, only because Candy was saying the whole point of her bringing it up in the first place. Did Candy bring it up too much? She really did. She absolutely did. But at the end of the day, she kept saying the same thing. I want to warn her that this is what he do, so that if he tried to do with her, she could just be careful and be aware that that's what he do all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people do. Y'all kick it. Candy is full of shit. Candy in the bullshit. Oh, girl, bye. Anyway. You know what I'm saying? She also said how, I feel like for the past, year or two, we both been shady towards each other. You can say I've been shady, but we both been shady. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of let squash the beef. Candy do say in the midst of all of that how, you know what I'm saying, because when Portia said, like, I don't ask any questions about Dennis, she made a valid ass point. She said Portia is the kind of person that don't ask no questions because they trying to avoid finding them skeletons of them bones, okay? They want to act like the bones don't exist. And it's one thing to not want to hear false rumors about somebody. I get that. But it's something completely different when your friend know his exes. Okay? Or an associate who you work with. No, just if I'm dating someone and someone I know knows some shit about him, yes, tell me. Just so that I know if he with the bullshit. That's all I'm saying. But it's just different because it was Portia and Candy. I feel like if Nene went to Portia and said on any of this, if Cynthia did, if anybody but Candy went to Portia or was talking about this to anybody else, it wouldn't be a big deal. But they squashed the beef, so we're gonna see how long it lasts. Nene then has a couple's party. The ambiance was great, with the look. It was real adult-ish. It was real couple-ish. I was happy that, because Nene said how, this is the first time in a while that everyone has been in, you know what I'm saying, a relationship. And I said, but is Marlo in one? That ain't, a sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? We see them all get dressed up in this. It's called a boobs and bourbon party. But I'm like, I don't drink bourbon, so I can only drink the boobs. We see Cynthia comes, and when she walked, I'm like, that don't look like Mike. I'm like, who's that? Cynthia brought a whole nother person because Mike can't make it. I'm looking like, well, goddamn it, girl. I mean, Cynthia should not be able to talk about Mike Hill and we ain't gonna never see his ass. I mean, we never, this is at least episode like 7. Okay, maybe even 8. I'm not sure because I didn't write the episode name down. But you know what I'm saying? When she said, well, I brought my friend so-and-so because, Mike can't make it and I wasn't going to bring Leon because that's just weird to bring your old baby daddy to a couple's party. It's weird to bring anybody to a couple's party when you're not a couple. Anyway, well, not that, but I'm like, I just wish I want to see Cynthia with this man. Like, girl, we need something. Okay, we do see that Nene invited the 2 of her customers. I'm looking like, cause Nene don't have no extra friends, she don't have customers. So we see Tanya come with her husband, and then we see a girl named Tanya came with her fiance, not husband. Tanya came with her fiance, okay, and then she invited a girl named Yav- Yavanani, girl, the name gonna be fucked up, okay, Yavani, or whatever her name is. She come with her husband. She said, "This is Yavani. She's a customer at Swag." I'm looking like, customers, Nene, you recruiting customers now, girl. And I know sometimes they lie, but I'm like, I just don't want to be. I don't need to see all Nene customers. Okay, all two of them. I don't need to see that. Anyway, Yolani looked like she gonna be a drunk, loud person. Let me say that first and foremost, simply because she just looked drunk and loud. Okay. Anyway, we see everybody coming in with their partner. We see Nene and Greg. We see Cynthia and her fake man. We see Yvonne and her husband. We see Tanya and her husband. We see Candy and Todd. Marlo come in, right? Marlo come in with some man named Kevin, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? It was just really. We see, of course, Shamari and Ronnie was there too, and it's cute how when Marlo walked in, her boobs was all out, okay, and she walked in with a white dude named Kevin, and how. Todd and Ronnie said, "Yeah, what you see? What you see?" I'm just looking around, I'm just paying attention, and I'm looking like, cause I mean, Marlo Day looked like he could play a bank robber in any show on NBC. I'm looking like, is he an actor? Is he a stand-in? Is he a bank robber actor? Because he looked like he just robbed the bank. I mean, no tea, no shade, but I'm looking like, that's your man, Marlo? You know, then Eva walk in. Eva and her husband, well, fiance at the time, because it was her fiance at the time. Eva come in, so Nene introduced Nene to the girl, Yelani. The YV girl, the ghetto girl herself gonna be loud and crazy. And Eva says, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you." And you can see when Eva, she's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." And we seen Giovanni look a little bit perturbed, a little bit bothered, okay, but we don't know why. So, you know what I'm saying? It's to the point to where she looks bothered, and at one point she say, "Tell that bitch, get me another drink." I'm like, who's the bitch? The waitress. I'm like, why the waitress gotta be a bitch? Come on now, girl. You not even on this show like that. And the crazy part about this is, I think about the show Married to Medicine, how we have Dr. Jared on there. And we ain't seen Dr. Jared say not damn word, not to no damn body at all. She ain't getting no damn camera time. Giovanni only been on the show 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and she already has production like singling in her microphone. But I digress. Anyway, we then see Portia walk in with Dennis, honey, and when Shamari called them the Grinch who stole Christmas, because Portia had a red wig on and Dennis had a green suit. I said, bitch, Shamari, I like her now. Shamari in the beginning was kind of weirded or whatever because she was all, I'm in black and we are the equivalent. No, you wasn't. You was not New Edition, BBD, or Escape-esque. But I see she has a sense of humor. I see she could be cute, shady. And I like Shamari now. Shamari gives me better entertaining teas than Eva do. And Eva's supposed to be the goddamn diva. But anyway. But when Portia comes in with Dennis, saying, hey, 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 hey. Even Dennis went and gave Candy a hug, gave Todd a hug, because he said he give hugs out. And I was like, okay. I don't like strangers touching me, but okay. And it was nice. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice cordial thing. Like, it wasn't no weirdness. It wasn't no, bitch, you been going around saying shit to me. You know what I'm saying? My girl, but it was a whole, it was an adult situation. Okay. And so we see Nina give a whole little speech about she's so happy, whatever, because people, it's all there in the group, and I'm the fabulous Nene. Girl, okay, if you think so. We see Greg then give a speech too. And Greg's speech was, in my opinion, better because he was saying how he was thankful that everybody took the time out to come there and, have this whole couple's dinner, and how, what I'm saying, people don't realize, what I'm saying, what they're going to face in life that's going to bring them to these points, and how he's blessed to be happy and healthy right now and all those good things or whatever. And to just be thankful about everyone and everything, okay? Come on now, Greg, with a little speech. Nene then said we should kind of all say how we met our spouse or our partner. Nene went on a long speech, okay? The kind where they say, they show you talking and they show a pause. You talking and it's a whole pause. Talking the whole pause. And everybody look bored. Like, do. That's what it was. Okay, a whole little Mario Brothers theme song. And Candy gonna say, I don't know why Nene going like all that. Girl, she say this, get on with it, and say y'all met at a strip club and y'all got married 6 months later, because we all know that. But Nene was kind of giving, oh yeah, I seen him and he seen me and his suit was black and my shirt was white, and saying, he smiled, not smiled, and then we looked at each other, and then he said, what's up, girl? And I said, what's up, daddy? Like, it was like a literally like play by play by play by play by play, not a thing like we met at the club. I was stripping. You know what I'm saying? It was too much. You know what I'm saying? But Candy bring up how, her and Ty met in Africa, that how, because he was production on the show, and that's how they met. Shamari bring up how she met Ronnie at a club in LA. She's like, he was standing there with Bobby Ryan or whatever. And we hung out the next day and we had sex. And they're like, y'all had sex the next day? She's like, yeah, we sure did. We had sex the next day. But girl, I mean, they still married 17 years later. But you know what I'm saying? Peace be to God. Michael brings up how he met Eva at a function, an event. I think it was a charitable event he was hosting. And he said, she was aggressive. He said, because I had mentioned just how I wasn't used to getting, home cooked meals. And she said, well, I cook home cooked meals. You're looking for a wife? I'm right here. So they met at an event. Portia then says, what about you, Marlo? I said, ooh, the shade of it all, because we all know damn well that that Marlo met that man on some kind of website. Okay. Dennis then bring up how he met Portia 2 years ago. He said, but 2 years ago she kind of played him or whatever, like, didn't pay no attention to him. And they say, then fast forward 2 years, and I seen her at one of my clubs, and I said, oh, that's Portia. I'm gonna get her. And you know what I'm saying? She said, yeah, the next day we was going out, he was like in some regular clothes and jeans and like no shirt, and his tattoos were talking to me. Honey, and Candy said them tattoos was saying other bitches' names. I said, oh, they probably was. Okay, they probably was. But it is, I get what Portia meant. I love a man in tattoos. I'm saying all my exes has had them. They all have tattoos. Even the picture that Drake posted of himself today, I was like, oh, his tattoos look amazing. Like, it is something about tattoos. But I can say, I've never dated a man who had another woman's name tattooed on him. So I don't think I could see a man tattoos and see women's names and be like, oh, I like him. Like, I'd be like, who name was that? How long y'all been broken up? Where's she at? Is she in prison? Is she free? You don't get a cover. That's what I would do. But I get, but when Candy said, girl, them names was saying other bitches, them was other bitches' names talking to you. I said, ooh, Candy, the shade. Now that was shady. Ooh, it was funny, but it was shady. So we then see, so nobody else said where they met because, or they just didn't show it, let's just say that. Nene then started saying, oh yeah, so-and-so went to that school, so-and-so went to that school. These schools in Atlanta, I guess, is where it was. She then mentioned how Eva and Yolani went to the same school. And Ken said, oh, well, did y'all go to the same school, like, at the same time? And then Giovanni, because Eva then said, well, I don't know. And then y'all, well, actually, we did. And Eva was like, oh, did we? Okay. And then she's like, yeah, because what I was going to say was, I'm saying, you real good friends of my BFF, Tiffany. And Eva said, which Tiffany? I was praying, I'm like, if she say, bitch, Tiffany. I hate when people repeat the same name twice. But she said, Tiffany, and she said, the girl laughed at her. She was like, oh my God, like, she's at my wedding. And she was like, And then someone said, I think I can't remember. She said, well, how y'all have the same best friend and y'all don't know each other? And Eva said, I just, I don't know her, like, I don't know her or whatever. And so everyone kind of started talking, and Yolanda didn't say, can y'all let me finish my point? And they was all like, and let her talk. Okay, so the problem is, Eva say, oh, it's a problem? It's an issue with me? Oh, Lord. Okay. And so she's like, what I'm saying? When you came in here, you said hello, nice to meet you. But, what I'm saying? We knew each other, whatever. Like, you know me. So I don't know how you don't know me because I was that bitch in school. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Giovanni. Okay? You don't know me. And I'm like, girl, is you really saying now that you are a grown adult woman that you was that bitch in college? I was like, girl, is you that bitch now? No? Well, then you don't matter. Okay, you can't be that bitch in college and then think that people gonna remember it. Girl, I said, Lord Jesus, right. You know what I'm saying? Eva was like, that was 16 years ago. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I can barely remember stuff from 2 days ago. I said, that is so true. I have so many people who say to me, you don't remember we were in high school? No. You don't remember No, I don't remember you. I don't. It's people I remember, and it's people I don't. The people who I know from when I was in school back then, if I remember you, I talk to you on a regular basis. Okay, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. But I felt even like that was 16 years ago. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? And even if, but I do feel like if her best friend is in your wedding, you should know her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should know at least who she is. Like, Karla has another best friend who, well, she hasn't been best friends with Megan as long as she's been best friend with me, but I know, another person who's like her best friend. So I'm like, I know Megan. So I would never like see Megan somewhere and say, oh, I don't know you. I do, because we share a best friend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, girl, bye. So when Giovanni all lie, I was that bitch. I was that bitch. And he's like, let's calm down. Now, let's talk. I don't want to have all that here. Like, we're not going to do that. And so they quiet everybody down or whatever. But I'm like, Yolani is drunk. Okay. She's drunk and happy right now. So then Greg, now, thank y'all for coming. But we're also going to do a couples trip. Okay. And we're going to all be together. And you know what I'm saying? I say, first of all, if Marlo bring a whole different man, she can't go. Okay. Marlo can't bring no whole different man. Cynthia has to bring Mike. Cynthia also can't bring the whole different man. Girl, bad, okay? And the only reason Cynthia can bring Mike is because she said Mike don't live there. But Marlo, you can't bring no whole other man, girl. You have to bring back that same white bald man. That same white bald man with them tattoos who look like to be a bank robber from the NBC TV shows. You gotta bring him. Because otherwise, no. We then see the scene in Portia is like Dennis's birthday. He got her little gift. I don't remember what it was. And, they were sitting around drinking. And he was like, why your champagne? Like, why your champagne look different than mine, like a different color? Oh, I'm drinking a different kind or whatever. And so, you know what I'm saying? She brings up how, like, do you have anything else you want to tell me? Like, tell me whatever. Like, at the party, was it all cool with you and Candy? He said, yeah, it was fine. I said hello and I gave her a hug. Really? Because she don't really like, hugging people or whatever. And she was still saying stuff. She was insinuating that, you know what I'm saying, you may have more skeletons or whatever. And how I need to watch out. And I was like, I feel like, why bring that up? If he told you they was cool and you and Kenny cool too, like, why even, bring up any other ill? But Portia, Portia's messy. So the same way y'all say that Kenny's messy, so is Portia. Because Portia could have left that alone, but I digress. He then said, we all have a past, because she asked him, like, do you have any other skeletons or anything else in your past? Him saying that you need to tell me. And he said, we all have a past, you know what I'm saying? It was, that's how it is. He said, I even know people Candy dealt with, but I'm not gonna go into that. And I'm like, that wasn't no read, because Candy has said before that she dated people. You know what I'm saying? That she dated people in Atlanta. So I mean, whatever. And Candy a whole pair of women, but we don't go there. Anyway, she then gives him his birthday gift, and he opens it, and it's a pair of baby shoes. And when he opened it, and it was baby shoes, and I was like, why he not saying shit? Like, and she keep laughing, looking like she want to cry. And he looking at her, and I'm looking like, first of all, she looked pregnant. She not too pregnant. Portia, they're been 3 months pregnant on this show. In this particular episode, and but he keep looking at the shoes like he's confused. I'm looking like, does he not get it? And then she has him open the second one. It was two boxes. So the first one was a little pair of baby shoes. The second one was a onesie, and he was like, it's a onesie. And like, ain't these shoes cute? Ain't they cute? And he keep looking at her like, okay. And she was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, how? People from and he had on a Detroit versus everybody shirt. People from Detroit is not that dumb. Like, if you give a man some baby shoes, he know what I mean. Dennis must have been high. Okay, awesome, really, really, really good Atlanta weed. Because he's like, oh really? Are you for real? And I'm like, you really? First of all, you knew. Let's just say that. I think he knew. Anyway, and she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And he was happy. He was happy. She was happy. They was hugging. He cried a little bit in her arms and everything. And you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, he's like, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. She's like, yeah, I was drinking them. The chef then came up and said, yeah, she was drinking like, cider while you had champagne, and that's why her glass looked different than his glass. Because it could have been she was trying to poison him. But I digress. Anyway, and now she's announced that she's pregnant. So, okay. Boy, we already knew that. Anyway, so that's the end. Put in the comment section how y'all liked it or whatever, the episode. If y'all liked it, did I like it, and all that good stuff, okay? I am about to go to bed, y'all, and I will talk to y'all later tomorrow. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, love, love.